It was bad. Is that hard to say? It shouldn't be. It is hard to feel. Acknowledging it makes the pain worse or feels forced. If you are aloof, you may feel above it, but the world does not die with you if you cannot see it. It is the experience itself and not the who is experiencing that is of value, relevance. Is value immaterial or material? Is value composed of elements the entire universe is composed of? Is the universe composed of a common material? Does value exist as atoms and electrons? Can there be an irreversible net negative in the universe because of value existing, because of consciousness? Is value in the universe or is it in experience? If value is in experience, how can the universe be affected by something out of its own context? How is value mattering outside of its own context? Observable. Is value observable like anything else in the universe? Beyond the context we use it, we see it and feel it in. So beyond consciousness, can you observe value? Just like anything else in the universe, does it require, can it be observed beyond its own self, basically? Can it be observed beyond the thing you need, beyond the thing it exists in? How can value have a lasting effect if it only exists within consciousness? Can there be an irreversible net negative in the universe because of value? My brain is a guilt processor. Say something wrong in your head, guilt. Say something that you feel or think, guilt. Open the door wrong, step awkwardly, say something awkwardly, guilt. Someone tells you something about what you've been doing is incorrect, even if you know it's not, guilt. The brain trains you to feel inevitably. The only other way out is explicitly suicide. So I'm going to feel it up, shove my face in the dirt, so to speak, and swallow the holy hell out of the bullshit people spout, including myself, because I will climb out of this pit and get what I deserve. Stubborn. Power is being able to do something despite the pain, despite the unpleasantness, despite the wicked bitterness, despite the shallowness in your breath, despite the agony in those peaks of the climb, despite your heart sinking in your chest telling you you're wrong when your essence is somewhere else, despite your mind and logic absolutely useless to defeat the insanity of the paranoia and doubt. Despite the tragic recklessness of your past, despite your fucking will to die, despite your infinite matted gray blackness, triple it, quadruple it, all the same, something, not nothing. Absolute power corrupts always. Then who is God? spontaneous confession. A couple or a few months back, I accidentally killed my pet rabbit. I allowed him out of his cage around the apartment, and for a while it was okay, because he was pretty clean, but then he started peeing and I hit him too hard afterward and put him in the cage. I go to lay down and see him completely still, not blinking. After I got up, I realized he was dead. I felt sad for an hour or so and not much else. Cleaned up and moved on. Before this, someone cursed me that day. Fuck that guy with the cat. I had been very angry, and I did not hold back when hitting him. I have hurt other beings and people. I wanted to believe it wasn't bad enough, that they could take it, maybe. But instead of self-loathing, I just want to cut right to the chase and be alone. It's good to feel lonely sometimes, to feel that fear and anger when other people get mixed in and we're all up in each other. I think we all suffer. I could even tell you that I might have enjoyed hitting Vesper. That was his name. I have felt things I don't think normal people feel. That involuntary movement of the genitals when you overpower someone or something else. Makes you revolt, but you cannot escape the flesh. I felt those things and thought I could continue if I really wanted to, but I do not. The will, free or unfree, aloof or grounded, indomitable or flaying, alight or imploded, sunken in on poisonous ill contempt, let go or explode. Seriously, emotions are a time bomb and dig into the flesh to pop the teeth. Let go and be given away to the universe which does not will and be burdened to triumph again and again, up the hill, not to drop the boulder, but to drop yourself. If you want to succeed and become light, move on always, let go, till there is only you, only. Hate, malice, bitterness, greed, guilt, fear, gratuity, jealousy, envy, disgust, despair. Be like a star and implode on magnificence instead. If you can get past the hurts like a bitch part and bite back at the earth that gnaws against your flesh, you will forever be in gratitude and in the heights with yourself. But if you couldn't care less, you cannot say that you did regret it. If you failed, however, and quit on life while you're still alive, you will suffer most dearly than anyone else, I believe, who is at least awake to feel their failure. For stagnation glazes the eyes, rolls over the lids, fills the belly, and kills you. What kills your spirit numbs and puts a layer over the heart and lungs. Clarity is a bitch because it loves to feel even when it hurts. I cannot imagine a purgatory worse for this vessel, this voice, to be alive but having given up already, and to be in stasis there indefinitely. Hell for this spirit, not the flesh, not the mind, your voice, you. If you are the darkness you run away in fear from, how can you be honest with yourself? If you are not this oppressive force, you'll have been much better having faced it, discovering your strengths and cowardice, as not to fuck with it again. Embrace that dark and you will see that it does not last. If it does and you do, there was nothing to be afraid of. Right. You are you all along. If you remain the same despite the horror, what have you truly lost? Thus about the qualms of hell Satan proposes. Shall your pride and will be so relentless as the hell itself? And what of this glory or spite? Shall God remain steadfast in intervening? My personal feelings on sin and Jesus' statement of be perfect. If you created me with the intention and unobjectionable ought of an eternal soul and its duty to your highest accord with my own disposition and wants, or I create the disposition, deprivation within, if I cannot be myself and do as I please, why create a me at all? To be free is to be the highest thing. To be light is to move on always. I'd hope the hope in hell God would change his mind if I'd give up my pride. Asterisk. Spirit, soul, heart, will, force, passion. Make it a rule. Let my soul be no one's except the one who forfeits this vessel. An entity is one who chooses. There are no entities. Can you choose to stop your heartbeat? Can you literally choose not to think? Wit and grit, nerves and neurons. I will not stay down, for I am not dead. Rise up. Be as relentless as life itself, the wicked maw. Fight and believe in yourself above all. And take what you must take, wave after wave, for you are not the one who is overwhelming. Wit and grit, nerves and neurons, I will not stay down, for I am not dead. Rise up, be as relentless as life itself, the wicked maw. Fight and believe in yourself above all. And take what you must take, wave after wave, for you are the one who is overwhelming and not overwhelmed. The glue of the vessel of the body of the spirit of life itself, the monstrous hunger and through the throes of this nightmare world we call home, to end the days and nights on the bed in virtuous silence in our hearts and heads. Magnificent blessing I've learned as the barren soul. Final recording, October 25th, 2017. Power is being able to do something despite the pain, despite the unpleasantness, despite the wicked bitterness, despite the shallowness of your breath, despite the agony of those peaks of decline, despite your heart sinking in your chest telling you you're wrong when your essence is somewhere else, despite your mind and logic absolutely useless to defeat the insanity of the paranoia and doubt, despite the tragic recklessness of your past, despite your fucking will to die, despite your infinite matted gray blackness, triplet, quadruplet, all the same, something, not nothing. If absolute power corrupts always, then who is God?